Reed, Spider-Man Crawl Space Edition. I'm, of course, your host, Ryan Reed, creator and webmaster of Comics Have It. Please come check us out. We're doing a lot of fun stuff there right now. Please like our Facebook page just for a little shameless promotion. So let's talk about Superior Spider-Man number 7, the big You're Fired, the big, this is leading to the big controversial, more controversial issue 9. So let's get right into the pros, shall we? First of all, I love the pacing of this issue, and I like the fact that it started out with Cardiac. Now, as Dan Slott's put out, he really loves the character of Cardiac because he is a more sympathetic villain, and the reason why I do it. I love the fact that New Status Quo, he's kind of opened up this experimental treatment clinic and everything. He's willing to go farther doing everything, and he's kind of, been able to legalize everything he's doing and keep it a little under the rug, but at the same time, he's going into the more Robin Hood, act, trying to get the needed medical neurological stuff for various things, especially for the patient, which leads to the conflict between the Superior Spider-Man and Cardiac. And I really like the fight because the truth is it's more personal. I mean, one thing we've been seeing in the last few issues and everything about how personal Dr. Octopus makes his invention as well as his other creations and everything, and to see the fact he gets completely crazy with Cardiac because of the fact that, of course, he's stealing his neural command that helped him with his original harness, and the fact that Peter's now been able to get more control over his body again and actually stops him a couple times. It's a really well told story. I like the fact that Peter's able to save Cardiac and have him get away in the long run and everything, so I really do like it. I know the rest of the conclusion of the story won't be until next issue in a few weeks, but still, it was a really good story, and I really loved it. The artwork was fantastic by Herberto Ramos and everything, but that's where we're going to stop with the pros. Cons. The Avengers finally figure out Spider-Man is not Peter Parker. And the fact that Cap had to do is, listen here, soldier, because I'm still talking like I'm from the 80s. And tossing him where they all realize, I don't know who you are, but you are not Spider-Man. And Dr. Octopus is like, well, I'm going to fight you then. He's really that crazy. I know Dr. Octopus considers himself the superior Spider-Man, but he's going to have to do a lot to outsmart this roster of the Avengers from Captain America to Spider-Woman. Not looking good, but I do like the final part where he says, oh, if I just had my popcorn ready to go to watch this fight. But at the same time, I kind of want to go, Peter, that is your body. So I know there's going to be some way to get out of it, as we've seen from previews from issue 9, where apparently Peter is somewhere in Horizon trying to get the harness going because he wants to completely extrapolate Peter Parker straight from his mind all the way. But we'll leave it at that. I will give the issue a full 3 out of 5 webs. I did enjoy it. I thought it was a really nice progression, but at the same time, it's just now they get it after he throws him over his shoulder. Even after they say, oh, you beat your criminal sentenced and almost killed him. You killed Cardiac. You killed Massacre, and they actually use the term murder. And the fact that he almost killed Cardiac. Seriously, that's all I have to say. And I were on talking about the Deadly Foes of Spider-Man, the upcoming miniseries Superior Carnage, as well as Superior Foes of Spider-Man by Nick Spencer and Aaron Call. I have to say these look like some really cool miniseries, and I like the fact what they're going to do with a couple of them, because there hasn't been a good supervillain book since the Secret Six for DC. They weren't technically the villains, but you get what I mean. I actually think Nick Spencer will get a good handle on this and everything, because this won't be Thunderbolts redone the 3rd time or anything. It's actually talking about supervillain lives, which I think a Villains Incorporated type of book actually would work really well for him. And the whole Superior Carnage, it actually shows that the mini actually had lasting effects. The fact that the Wizards basically turned Carnage into his own agent, like Agent Venom with Flash Thompson. I think there's a lot of potential here, but I'm a little surprised they're going to make the one the Constant series, the other one the mini series. I get Carnage mini series. That makes plenty of sense because there's no meaning that this is going to fly, but I think there's more baggage with that. As for the Superior Foes of Spider-Man, I think it's got a lot of potential, but I guess we won't find out until July. So I'm going to cross my fingers for it that Nick Spencer shows his more well-telling stories than he has of late. I mean, he's been either hit or miss lately with his stuff, so I'm going to hope that he can do it. So we'll look at it that way. So until then, I will see everybody later. Yes, I said later, not later. I'm kidding.